nation, the operation will go in our operation.
Hello guys, here I am again with another video. I'm back. I'm gonna explain you why I didn't upload for such a long time before we start the video. First of all, I was a bit burnt out of Roblox. I was doing a lot of Roblox content, like focusing a lot on Roblox. And I just wanted a break, like play some games, make some music, like have fun, do commissions, and like be away from the community a bit because I need the time for myself. As you may know, I'm in college and college is stressful. I had to wait for my grades, so I knew if I could enroll in the next year. Luckily I can. Now I'm back and I have a banger video for you. I'm gonna teach you how you can make this kind of GFX you see on screen even if you have a trash PC. Even if you are using your mom's PC from like 2010, you can make this.
Did you know that when you eating hamburger is getting less and less hamburger?
So for a GFX, you wanna organize it in three parts. So you have the background, you have the middle, and you have the front of the GFX. So the background, it's everything that you use for a background. The middle is the character and the stuff that goes between the background and the front. And then you have the front, which is like, yeah, all the effects. I'm gonna explain this better, so don't worry. So this is the original GFX I used. It's just a Roblox character. Then I have some rock and tree models. This is my background. Why do I have my background in front of this part right here? Because for the middle part I isolated the character to put shadows on it. The shadows part is optional. I just think it makes the GFX look more alive. So if you don't want to like put shadows on the character, just don't. I just used like the default brush from Photoshop and I painted what I wanted black for the background. In this case I wanted to go like for a samurai vibe, however you want to call it. Like he's in the middle of the forest and there's like a water, it's like on the rock. I used a couple rock PNGs and water splashing effects. I also used smoke, like a smoke PNG, nothing special. Depending on the theme of your GFX, you will use different things obviously, but to make a good looking GFX like the one you see here, you don't need a lot of stuff for the background. You can go like pretty basic with it and it will look good. So for the middle, I just isolated the character. As you can see, it's isolated. So post-edit here, I forgot to tell you how you actually do this. So to do this, you just go here, you use the quick selection tool, and then you just select the character and you click on the mask thingy right here when you are done. And yeah, that's basically it. Then I just put a bunch of textures on top of the clothes. As you can see, without the textures, this looks ass, like complete ass. As you can see, this PNG is really poorly made. You don't need a really crisp PNG to make your Roblox character look good. As you can see, I didn't even like remove this part right here between the legs. So I had these textures. The texture for the pants was just a normal denim pants texture. And for the shirt, it was a potato sack, like those sacks of potatoes, you know. I just cut the texture, like flipped it around a bit, then I just put it over the character. You are just gonna erase them however you want. If you're on Photoshop or on Photopea, I think it's the same command. You just go here to the layer, you click Alt, then you click between the layers right here, so these textures only overlap the character and they don't go outside of the character. Then you just need to like rotate them, erase the parts you don't want. For example, I don't want the hand to have a potato sack texture, so I just erase that and just leave it here. So yeah, just rotate around, use effects, use whatever you want. That's basically it. And I used a couple more rocks to be in front of the other rock to give even more depth. And I used a bit of a smoke. It's really simple. You don't even need the textures if you don't want. You can just use two PNGs like I did and it would look fine, I guess, but
stop the cap.
I just like to go for more detailed stuff. So for the front, I just used a flare, as you can see here, to simulate sunlight. You can search like sunlight PNG, whatever, on Google. I also used another one just to make it more realistic. And then I just painted over some lights, as you can see here. This is just like the default Photoshop brush with like a yellowish color. I just painted over the GFX. It doesn't look good with only the PNGs. So yeah, I just painted over. Then you have the flare for the katana, like a little sparkle just to make it pop out. For this I used the normal flare image. You can make this PNG, like remove the black part, or you can just go here. It's the same for Photopea and Photoshop. Just go here, linear dodge, and the black part is gone. Then I use leaves, like leaf PNGs, and I just put them over in the front part. For this, I just put the normal leaf PNG. Then I just made some of them bigger and some of them smaller. And I use the motion blur, like right here, motion blur, and I just blur them. yeah, that's basically it. And another water splash effect. So this is basically it for the GFX building part. And then we have the final image that looks like this. So what I did here to make it look more appealing, I used an iris blur to blur everything around the character to give the character more focus. For the iris blur, you can go here, blur gallery, it's the same for Photopea I think, and you go iris blur. Or you can just go here, use the blur tool, and then you just paint over the parts you wanna blur. Then I used a couple filters. You can use the camera filters here, or you can just like play around with other kinds of filters. You can even use apps outside of Photoshop for this, but for convenience sake, let's just say I used camera raw filter, and yeah, I just played around with this, like the parameters. I'm not gonna show here because it's a lot of stuff. Just play around and see what looks better for you. Don't use stuff just from Roblox. You can go around and search in the web for models. In this case, if you wanna make a more realistic GFX, if you wanna make cartoony stuff, just use what Roblox gives you, I guess. Thank you for watching. This was the video, kind of short. I hope it helped you, so like, share with your friends, and yeah, see you in the next one.
The operation will go with our operation.